Greetings and welcome to the Frostbite for October 4th. Okay, I've got a few things to go through here, so I'm going to try to whip through them. A lot of changes this week, so we have a lot of changes. So we're going to look at first, we need to look at what we're doing. So we've been doing conditioning over distance for a long time, and then we switched to conditioning quadruped for 2 weeks, and now we're right here on October 5th, where we go to hill resistance / LT, which stands for lactate threshold. We're going to do hill training with poles and or roller ski threshold work 1 to 2 times a week, plus some OD. In addition, we're changing to our max strength plus fall power velocity rotation, which is super fun. And we're also changing our core workout. So pretty much everything is on the change this week. The times and dates will stay pretty much the same, but that's what's going on. So let's take a look at what that means. Let's go look at our weekly calendar here really quick. In addition to this being a change in all of our activities, this is also a recovery week. So we're going to actually try to do some recovery this week. Now that's going to be a little tricky because we have a lot of interesting things to do, but we're going to do that anyway. We're going to do our best anyway. So Monday we'd like you to take it off entirely. Tuesday, we're going to be doing our core-gasm strength yoga. Really important thing about that, and I'll talk about it in a minute, is that we're going to be going over to the field house to do our core, or to do our strength there. The core-gasm and yoga will be done in the College of Ed gym. So just that you know. Running, we'll be doing hill resistance running on Wednesday. So that means you want to bring your short poles just like we've been doing, and except for that we won't be doing just an OD run. We will actually be doing hill resistance, and I'll talk about that too. And then Friday is off. And then Saturday we're actually going to do, I'm going to change this really quick, we're going to do the Silent Trails race. That's about a 10-mile trail race. This is a really great opportunity to do a LT or lactate threshold run. And it's really fun, and it only costs $5. Now, the important part about this is you're going to have to register ahead of time. You'll find the registration the registration link in your email, and you have to go online and register before the race. You cannot register the day of. You have to register before the race. So, and there's only one way to register. So, okay. So there's our training really quickly. So now let's go over a little bit of our strength. Talk about that a little bit. So we're now doing, as you see, max strength and power velocity. Now the really important thing about this is that we've done, if you've been doing the program the whole time, you know that in the summer we did max strength, and then we did a bunch of plyo, sometimes they call it spinst, sometimes they call it, but it's like this power velocity type stuff where you're really, really jumping hard. And then we went back to max strength. Well, now is the funnest activity of the entire year, which basically means that we're going to do both of those at the same time. I know you're super jazzed on this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do 6 reps of squats, which is like 75% of max, and then you're going to do 6 squat jumps immediately after. The order of these is real important, so don't like kind of say, oh, I'll do squats, and I'll do Russian lunges, and then I'm going to do hops, and then no. You have to do squats, squat jump, Russian lunges, 1-leg hops. That's how it's going to work. And then your upper body is the bench press, push-ups with claps, overhead tricep extension, 2-arm medicine ball throw, dips with weight, chair dips with jumps. That's how it works. Okay, so there's not that many, but we're going to get them all through here and work on this. The other important thing here is that we're going, once again, we're going to be doing this strength. All of this part of the strength is going to happen in the weight room at the field house. So we're going to meet at the College of Ed gym, and we're going to run over to the field house so that we're doing this all together. And then we're going to, come back afterwards and do our core. There's not so much enough space in there. At least I've been told this. I haven't been over there yet. Not enough space in there to actually stay over there and do everything else. So we're going to have to do everything else by coming back. The first day it's going to be a little long. You don't want to spend much time in there because you want to be able to do this stuff and get back out of there and move on. So, but that's your strength. The purpose here is so that skiers don't want to be big, beastie, I can't touch my shoulder people. You want them to be able to have very usable, powerful endurance muscles, because despite the fact that, yes, it is powerful, you have to have power to charge up the hill, you also have to be able to do that over and over and over again for 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K, depending on what you're racing. So it's really important that we have both of these things. And so we're trying to take the muscles that we've made, the kind of max strength type stuff that we've developed, turn them into really, really usable muscle. All right, done with the strength. Let's move on a little bit here and talk about the actual, we'll talk about hill resistance here. So the purpose of hill resistance now is we have now finished all of our over distance, we'll go back and look at this one really quick. Done all of our conditioning over distance. As Lydiard says, now at this moment, your performance has been set. As soon as we start this hill resistance, your performance has been set. It's not necessarily a bad thing unless you haven't been training much this summer. At this point, you know, you can get a little fitter, but what happens now is that we like to think of this as whenever we do over distance or conditioning stuff, we're filling up a bucket, right? Whenever we do speed, we take stuff out of the bucket. So now we filled up our bucket as full as we can, and we're going to a lot for the rest of the year, through all the way through nationals. We're going to be basically emptying that bucket. The reason your performance has been set at this point is because whatever you have left in that bucket, or however much you have in the bucket, that is how much you will have for nationals. So that's how that's going to work. So it's really important. Hi, Cal. Hello. It's really important that that's why our summer training is so important, is because you will have basically more gas in the tank to run those speed workouts and those races. Alrighty, so moving on, I think I've gone over most of the stuff. Oh, we need to go over the core. Stop, Cal. This is core. The core is getting a little more difficult, or we'll say a little harder each time, I guess I would say. This time what we're going to do is we're going to be doing these rotations. We're going to be doing these, we're trying to move into to a little bit more endurance of the core. So basically what's going to happen here is we're going to do you can see these sets. There's 5 sets of the actual abs part. You're going to do each set twice in order with 30 seconds on 30 seconds each exercise. You're going to keep switching, no rests. So you're going to you go crunches, figure 4 left, figure 4 right, crunches, figure 4 left, figure 4 right, and then you get 30 seconds rest, and then we're going to do grandma sitters, cherry pickers, bridge lift, cherry pickers, bridge lift, 30 seconds rest, so forth and so on, all the way through these, okay? That's how that's going to work. Same thing with the back, right? So we're going to do these 3 in order. We'll do it twice, go through it twice with a 30-second rest in between, and then finally the 6 minutes of plank where they change order again. Such good fun and games. This is going to take a little bit longer than it has the last ones have, just so that you know. So we'll be doing a lot of that. All right. So here we are. End of the I think that's about pretty much of the end of this information for this week. Well, we can see this is messed up. Cal, stop. You cannot chew on that. But I want to reiterate the point. Your plus or minus your team percentages, you won't be able to race if your team percentage does not meet the team that you want. So as you scroll through these, you're seeing a lot of red numbers here, which means that your practice percentages are not high enough to race. This is one of the most important things, and part of this is about actually knowing that we have people that have the good training, but it's also about rewarding people who are willing to spend time and put time and effort into training. So if you go to this page, and I will share the link with you on the email that I sent, but you need to go through here and say, wow, I'm not getting my points done. I better start showing up at practice. That is if you actually want to race this winter. All right, so hopefully that helps you out a little bit. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will be talking to you later. Slay the dragon.